Wrap up your day and say what's really on your mind. From holding politicians to account to cutting through the doublespeak. Get it out in the open now. Live from our studios in the Byward Market. This is CFRA's Nick at Night.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. All right, let's go talk to Tom Harris. He's up next. Hey, Tom.
Yeah, I really enjoyed your inspirational story at the beginning of the show about how Al Capone's lawyer changed sides and actually led his son to understand what was right and wrong. And, of course, that greatly benefited society. You know, we're seeing, unfortunately, a real distortion of that now in the climate area where adults are using children to try to pressure other adults to do things they want politically. And, you know, today we saw that on Parliament Hill. There were several hundred people out there, most of them children, actually, in the age group of about 6 to 11, in a group called Cool It for Kids. Okay, and this says, and in fact it says right on their website, in failing to act collectively to prevent climate change from getting any worse, we are failing our children and all generations to come. And they admit at the beginning of the site, they say, formed as a nonprofit educational organization in March 2014, Cool It for Kids first took shape in the minds of a few concerned grown-up Ottawans. So this is an adult group, really, it really is, led by adults anyways, using children. In fact, they have an 11-year-old here. I won't say her name because she's a minor, but she spoke at the rally, and she said that climate change was an issue for every country. And here's the quote out of a news article. I think we all need to work together. We need to say it's not our fault, and it's someone else's problem. Now, this is really horrific, where you're using children to push an adult agenda and, you know, basically getting them in front of the microphones. I think this is appalling.
I think you're absolutely right. I think it should be illegal to use children for political purposes like this. Yeah. And climate change is politics. It's not about climate. It never has been. And I think the nonsense that's going on surrounding it certainly demands some kind of action. And the last thing I want is for an 11-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 6-year-old worried about the climate. I want them learning how to read, write, add, subtract, divide. I want them to be able to pedal a bicycle and play and be kids for as long as they can, because life will strip that away from them fast enough.
And in fact, even on the Cool It for Kids website, it says here, according to Dr. Anthony Levitt, Director of Research in the Department of Psychiatry at Sunnybrook Health Services Center, the climate problem is making many teenagers very anxious. Okay, so this is eco-anxiety. In fact, in Europe, they're saying that, in fact, it's a very serious new psychological problem for children.
Well, you know what it is?
It's horrible.
It's the Chicken Little story.
Yeah.
All over again. The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? It didn't fall then. It's not falling now.
And, you know, our politicians have to be leaders the same way as Al Capone's lawyer was. And they have to tell the children, look, if we're handling this, it's not an issue.
Don't you worry about it. You just enjoy being a kid.
And yet, I'll bet you anything, on Monday in the House of Commons, they're going to be having people making announcements. The children support it, so we have to do it.
Tom, I got to stop you there because I want to get one more call in before the top of the hour.
Right.
Appreciate the call.
Thanks.